Okay, 1681, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score there. Okay, let's go d4 this game. Just trying to see how many games my opponent's played. 1,000 games, 100 in rapid. Let's go for maybe a London structure this game. Just something I don't play very often. Do we want it to get really sharp or not? Why not? Let's go for one of the sharper lines. Obviously, queen up can come. Knight up is a move. Takes, knight up, that sort of concept. Can get really sharp. Okay, that kind of pushes into a position where we can castle. Take either takes, check. You can still block back, so I'm just going to develop here. But at least if we can castle. Right, that takes away a little bit of risk for us. Knight comes up now. Okay, let's just play c3 and develop the knight. Okay, bishop comes up. So there's nothing wrong with taking, nothing wrong with dropping back. There's not even anything wrong with staying where you are. If you want this pawn structure, we could grab a pawn, see if you spend a move taking back. How do I want to do this? I mean, bishop up there, I guess, is logical as well. But I think I'm just going to drop the bishop back. My idea will be somewhat like knight up and push in the middle at the right moment. Okay, let's play knight up. Okay, so can we break through the center here somehow? Well, that kind of pushes into it, doesn't it? So there's not really many other moves to even consider there. And we can always guard with the rook if the queen comes down, or we can try and then push on or something. I'm just going to take back with the knight if he takes, although I guess I don't need to pre-move. Yeah, the queen has come forward. So I think we should push on here and see what you're going to do with that knight. Then it would be nice to bring the bishop round and target the pawn. Whether we can do that, we'll find out. But rook across is very logical here, just to try and keep this intact. Then what do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need at least 5 moves just to create something. So let's put the rook on the light square to guard the pawn. We can always push the pawn if you attack it. I need a lot of moves to unwind the pieces, and I guess black can just burst forward any moment. Yeah, he's guarded that immediately. So do we do this then? I'm going to play queen across, I think, because I want to bring the bishop back and put the bishop on c2. Maybe the knight where the bishop is now. So he wants to come in, but I'm not sure what he gains from that. We could play pawn up, or we could just bishop back, knight in, pawn up, knight across, and I feel like you're getting trapped. Let's bring the bishop back. I just want to be careful about disconnecting my rook so I don't blunder something here, but I'm trying to get on this diagonal. Okay, so queen comes forward. Sorry, goes back to try and come forward, I meant. I'm going to develop my queen. Just cover this square. Not in any rush here. Like I say, just trying to coordinate the pieces. I might be making a mistake, but you have to try and come up with some sort of plan. But you can imagine at some point we can try and push forward. Yeah, the knight's come forward. We expected that. What do we do? I think we just go 1. We can always kick the knight at some point, or we can develop the bishop and threaten to simply take and mess the pawn structure up. If you have to take here, there's suddenly a weakness on d5. So that seems like a good threat. Unless I'm missing something, of course. You can miss anything in any game. Okay, he's off the draw now. We don't want to draw. Oh, that's a bit of an odd move. King up. Now he suddenly moves very quickly. Okay. So up, what's he got? Knight down. I mean, I can play queen up as well, threatening a check. What do? You just simply shift your knight. I'm going to push the pawn first. So once a knight retreats, you can't come back again. So he does go there. So now I can check, right? And maybe just pawn up, I'm not sure. My pawn is loose here, but we've got queen back. Let's drop back and hit the knight. Maybe you've got to move like knight up, but he plays king up. So if we go here now, knight here, takes, knight takes, g4, knight back, check. He's probably fine, but I'm not sure. I think I'm all right. I think I'm all right. So do I do this to push? I don't think I've got enough. That's committal though. Once it's done, it's done. But I think it's the right move to do and trade. I'll trade the bishop for whichever knight comes here. Okay, now where do I want to be? Because I'm going to play g4, but I want to keep this pawn. So I'm going to try and play g4 and kick this knight and then come around, something like that. Or king up and rook behind. Okay, everything's stable there. Queen's gone out wide. So g4, knight out wide here. Queen back. And I think you're just stuck, aren't you? So I think g4 is a safe move. If you go this way, I think we just drop back. Or even drop back too. I'm not sure it matters. We don't want the queen getting in too quickly, but right now, even if you grab a pawn, everything's guarded here. So we're trying to go for an attack. He's gone there, but don't we just drop back? Just come back, hit the knight. Okay, he can grab a pawn, but he'll lose his knight. I've got to play quickly though, because my pawn is down to under a minute. I'm 30 seconds up, but it's only a minute and a half. The less time you've got, the more chance you've got to go wrong under time pressure. Okay, goes back, so we'll take. So now I think it makes sense just to push the pawn. Yeah, let's just push the pawn, and obviously the queen can try and come in, but I think we can just sit and hold if we need to, or just ignore it. Let's play king up so we're preparing this. Okay, we can just take and come across there. Okay, now queen up, we guard our knight. He does indeed hit the pawn. So have we actually got any way to win here? Up, takes, check. And we need two moves to come through, but we might be able to blast our pawn. We can go here and hit this one as well. I think I need to concede that pawn there. This sort of concept, I need to get my knight active. Oh, actually not like that though. Let's come around. I don't want to concede this pawn. So up now. If you take, you actually blunder the queen to a nice tactic. And we're hitting this pawn. He sees that. We can take anyway, or we can take this one. I think I should go here because I'm coming in for a mating net, I think. I think we're safe to launch our queen forward here and go after the king. If I go here, oh, he's gone back, what? So check. Wait, what do I do here? I think I come back and threaten check and mate. Okay, that's checkmate. Could easily have gone wrong though, couldn't it? Could easily have gone wrong. Very good effort, well done. So let's just see how the engine says we actually played it in engine language. So they're the move times for both players. So let's request an analysis. What was it? 44 moves in the end. you can see it's always up and down a bit. We were better here and then we've messed it up a little bit. It's always up and down, so lots of little mistakes, but we were basically level or better the entire game. But we're plus 3.6 here and it's down to 0.6, so we've blundered somewhere there. What are the actual figures? It's 93% versus 87 accuracy, CPL 22 and 46. The end of the day, we've got no bad blunders, so we've just been maybe outplayed a little bit. From this position here, oh, we should have played the queen check first instead of pushing the pawn. So we should have played queen check, then g5. It looks scary boxing your king in, doesn't it? Then the g4 idea. And the best move is to just give your knight up there, instead of maybe, for instance, dropping back. Okay, but unless you see the whole entire engine line, you're not going to play it. But that's the best line that the engine said there. And then from this position, we've built up the advantage again. After that, queen went to the other side. And then we've just played a nice steady game. And yeah, we're just comfortably better here. So this attack on this side was never working for our opponent. And obviously in this position, we could have... the idea was if you take there, you blunder with a nice tactic, but obviously opponent had seen that. We could have taken that pawn anyway, but I wanted to bring the knight in. So that's why I played it this way. And then the king's suddenly getting boxed in by the queen here. So we just see the nice mate in 2 to finish. So that was a good game of blitz.